Good morning, this is Allie Pinshorn at Holiday World in Alvarado. I wanted to do a video on our Montana 3855BR today. This is a 2023 Keystone Montana. We're going to take a quick look around this outside, going off of the off-door side first, and then we're going to make our way over to the front and then of course go into the inside. Now looking below here at the front storage is where you're going to have lithium batteries come standard now on the 2023s for a limited time. So you get lithium batteries included. You've got your battery disconnects down here. This is a huge advantage over having the battery disconnects in the pass-through storage, which we'll see soon. Pass-through storage being meant for storage if you're traveling. Sometimes those things can move around or bump into your battery disconnects, and that's something that you don't want to happen. Having them in here is much safer for your battery disconnects. You've also got your hydraulic system. This is going to have some hydraulic slides as well as a hydraulic automatic leveling system. And that leveling system is going to be right behind this door here. Again, notice it is on the outside right there. It is not in your pass-through storage. The reason that it is a disadvantage to have it in your pass-through is because if you're trying to level or even manually adjust your jacks for any reason, if you're in and out of the storage area, you're bent over, you don't have a good vision, good view, if it's right there where it's at and you're trying to hook up your truck, it's very easy to access this, see what you're doing at the same time. You're not hunched over, bent over, hurting your back. It's a huge advantage to have that right there. That is going to be one of your propane tanks. The other one is going to be on the other side. Now, notice, of course, we've got some of the standard features of Montana, like the frameless windows. Those are much less maintenance, and you can have them open in light rain because the rain isn't going to blow up underneath and inside. This water heater, Montana now comes standard with a 16 gallon per hour. Yes, you heard that right. 16 gallon per hour water heater. And as of 2022 models, it also comes standard with solar. This is going to have the Solar Flex 400i on this particular model here. There are a couple different packages. The Solar Flex 400i is going to include, you can see right up there, two 200 watt solar panels. So we've got 400 watts of solar, and it also includes a special inverter that is going to make, depending on the model, it does range from 5 to 7, but it's going to take 5 to 7 plugs on your inside and convert them to 12 volts so that you can utilize them running off the solar, running off your battery, running off your truck. You do not have to have shore power or a generator to use those specific plugs. You are going to be able to use them off of shore power like normal, off of your 110, but it is an advantage traveling down the road. You can use those. We've got our ladder back here, our reverse lights, and then you've got your power back here, the 50 amp power. That way you don't have to worry about which side the pole is on for your shore power when you're plugging up. Now, all of our Montanas do have a hitch back here. Some of them are rated for 300 pounds and some of them are rated for 3,000 pounds. This particular model is rated for a 3,000 pound tow capacity and a 300 pound tongue weight. What that means is, yes, you can put your cargo box on the back, a bike rack, something of that nature, but you can also tow behind this a small trailer or a boat or a very small vehicle, smaller vehicle. As long as you keep it under that weight rating, you are able to tow behind this Montana. Coming around this side, we have this is really our second awning coming off of the slide. You can see our LED light strip up underneath it. And then our first main awning does cover the entire door, as well as your storage and your outdoor kitchen, which I'm about to get to. You've also got an LED lights up under there. It's kind of hard to see with it so bright outside, but I'm not going to complain about this good weather. This is your pass-through storage. I could very comfortably sleep in here with both of my two dogs. This thing is huge, huge. And this is going to be where your bag is for your central vac, your built-in vacuum system. But you've also got a advantage here is because you can hook up your hose that is included and you can vacuum out this whole area as well as dump the bag. So you've got a port here and then there'll be a port inside as well. It is ventilated in here. There's your vent. You can see all of our aluminum framing, all of our Montanas, all of our Keystones are double welded, aluminum framed to make sure that we have the best construction and the best integrity in our RVs. You've also got your key TV and your 110 plugs in here. All right, moving over to the outdoor kitchen. You've got a 3 cubic foot fridge. You've got your 2 burner stovetop. And then you've got a nice sink here. This just folds away nicely and neatly. That was a motion detected light right there. And that is resistant to make sure that doesn't pop up while you're driving. Moving to the inside, we've got our stairs here. Now these stairs, I'll show you here, very, very lightweight because they're on a strut system. They will even stay up once you get them to a certain point. They're not going to fall on you up or down. Very easy to maneuver. Notice I have my hand on top here and they're not dropping. And very easy to adjust the legs. Instead of taking that pin out, you just have to push that lever up and adjust these to where you need. All right, moving inside, we're gonna start here with what's right in front of us. You've got all of your Montana controls, including the heat for the lithium batteries. Your slide controls, all of your lighting. You've got tank heaters, one on your fresh, one on your black, and one on your gray. You know, of course, that is going to be subject to how many tanks each floor plan has. And then you've got all of your other slides. I'm sorry, this was your awnings. These are your slide outs here. All soft close cabinetry, if I could talk. And then down here, you're going to have some extra coat hooks. And again, more soft close features. This I wanted to point out while we were right here. This is part of your central vac system. You can plug a hose into this top port here or the bottom port. You can flip up. Now, we're running completely off of solar right now. So of course that's not going to do anything, but by popping it up with my foot, once we're plugged in, we have 110 power, shore power or generator. That is going to create a suction in that vacuum and you can sweep this entire floor. Sweep it right up into there. It's going to suck it in, and then you change the bag down below, flip it off with your foot, just like that. Now this style is going to be a rear living. I'll get to the extra bonus room here in a moment. You've got a full-size 18 cubic foot refrigerator with an ice maker in the bottom. You've got LED accent lighting above, right under below this countertop, and then right here as well. 3 burner stove, very nice oven, easily could cook a ham in that as far as size goes, and you've got a convection microwave as well. Up in here, we'll open that up. Stay up, thank you. Your spices slide out and down, just like that, so that you can see all of your spices. All right, that slides right back in. Soft close, nothing's gonna slam. You've got your pantry right over here, extra deep. You've got a motion sensing light. Try to give you an idea of how much size that pantry actually has to it. And this, while I'm here, is going to be a pop-up plug. So you just do that. And notice on this one how it has this yellow sticker, inverted outlet. This is one of the outlets, any of them that have the yellow sticker, that will work off of that 12 volt power I was mentioning earlier that solar provides. Now, that solar is meant to trickle charge your battery. That is the primary reason for that solar. As you can see, it obviously does give us power. It gives us power to anything 12 volt, which would be our lights, some of our slides, our awnings, and some plugs. But primarily, once the batteries are connected, we do disconnect them just to prevent any mishaps from happening. But once those batteries are connected, that solar's primary purpose is to charge the batteries, and then everything of the 12 volt of that nature that I was just talking about is going to run off the batteries, and the solar keeps the batteries charged. That way we don't have any mishaps with the batteries, and you don't let your batteries run empty, which is doable for lithium, but not ever recommended on a battery, of course. You've got plugs all the way around your island, lots of cabinetry, drawers. Montana does give you a designated place to put your solid surface sink covers. With your double basin sink, this is extra deep. I love the size to it. Let's see if I can get over here, show you the size to it. This one is a little bit deeper than this bin. Make sure all your pots and pans and everything fit in there, and even your drawers. I'll move this holder just like that. All right, moving over here, you've got your fireplace. That's going to be right around 5,000 BTUs. It will run off of electric only, and it can put out some very serious heat in a good way. It'll drive you out of the room. So if it's a chilly day, but we're not below freezing, I highly recommend it. You can use the fireplace, save your propane, save your gas. You don't have to use your furnace right away, and your fireplace will put out some really good heat. You've got your big screen TV in here and your JBL system. Now this JBL system, what's very, very nice about it, other than it's excellent quality, you know, everything sounds great off of it. And you've got your 3 different sources. You've got your lower area of your fifth wheel, your upper area, and you've got outside. What's nice about the JBL is you can use 2 different sources with different audio, if that makes any sense. So for example, say, you know, one of the family members is down here, they're watching TV, and upstairs somebody is getting ready to go out for dinner and they want to listen to their own music. Person downstairs can listen to the TV, person upstairs can listen to their music, or etc., with any of the 3 areas. You've got a 3-seater couch here, so it is going to be a nice wide couch in the back. You've got cabinetry up above it, residential ACs with true residential filters. That's not something you see everywhere. And your ceiling fan for circulation. I'm going to keep going up here with the roof. You've got a nice pendant lighting with accent lighting around it. This is a 3rd AC. You've got another one in the bedroom. 3rd 15,000 BTU AC. So all 3 of these are 15,000. And yes, you can run all 3 of them at the same time. Coleman Mach, we've paired with them in order to make sure that we actually lessen the amps that these use. They run roughly around 11 amps per AC, which running all 3 of them would run roughly somewhere between 33 and 35 amps, leaving you around 15 amps otherwise to do with what you want on a 50 amp circuit. So yes, you can run all 3 ACs. Your Thomas Paine seating over here, it's going to be completely power. You can see all of your controls for your lumbar support, your headrest, as well as your footrest, and USB ports on both sides here. You've got your dining table. Now this lifts up nice and easy. It's not going to fall on you. It is on a strut system. This right here, these pull out. They will stop on their own, so you don't pull them out too far. This is magnetically held. So pop this down. It could be easier with 2 hands, but we will get this. There we go. All right, and then we lower this just like that. Notice I am doing it with 1 hand there. And you've got your leaf extension on your table. I'll put that back in a minute. Your rug here, or say your slide covers. They are going to be a PVC type, very similar to your marine grade you would find in boats and things like that. And what I mean by that is the cleaning of it is extremely easy. It's not going to absorb like dyes and things like that. It's stain resistant. If you have pets, pet hair will not catch up in this like a carpet at all. Very, very easy to keep clean. And then moving on over here, I'm going to hit this bonus room with your storage overhead. Walking in to the left, we've got a couch, love seat. I blanked for a second. This will fold out to a bed. And then you've got your window above it, chargers, you know, your USB ports on the side, lots of lighting. And this 3855 is a very nice area for a desk here. So you've got your desk, you've got lots of cabinetry, lots of storage if you needed to put a computer, your laptop, your books, anything like that up here. You've got lots of room and efficiency for that. As we head up into the hall, we've got our ladder here. Now this comes out just like so, just like that. And this gives you access up into this top loft. Notice this is pretty wide open. You've got great lighting because you've got your window right there turning on. You've got lights up here, storage cubbies, and then you've also got your 110 plugs as well. There may or may not be some USBs in that storage cubby. I have not climbed up there to see, but you've also got 2 vents up here. That way you get excellent ventilation. Let's fold this up so I do not trip on it. There we go. And while I'm up here in this hallway, I do want to take this time to show you that it does have the daytime as well as the nighttime shades. Just pull those down to adjust where you want them. Montana has an excellent feature where we color code the backs of these white, which makes complete and total sense because white reflects light. So while these blackout shades are designed to help keep your RV much cooler, the ones that have the black backing absorb heat. They absorb light and they absorb heat. So what does that do? It really doesn't help as much as having this white reflective background. It helps immensely with keeping your RV cooler. All right, coming into the bathroom here, you've got your bowl sink basin here. Lots of cabinetry. You've already got a place to put your toilet paper, your drawers, very good sized drawers. Everything's soft close. Your side medicine cabinet. I love having that on the side and not in the mirror because you can have that open and still have the mirror if you need to. Towel rack and everything. You've got your vent fan. Here's your speakers. That's that source I was talking about on the JBL system. Plenty of places for towels and your light that comes on when this is open. Now with these, you don't have to roll your towels up into tiny little rolls to get them to fit. If you like to fold them in a more rectangular style, that is actually a big concern that I get from a lot of my customers, and so I like to point that out with this feature. And of course your porcelain toilets. Please ignore that pink. That's just the winterization. We do take the time to winterize all of our RVs to get them through the winter to ensure we don't have any problems with plumbing or the water heaters or anything like that. Not sure if I said winterize our water heaters, but if I did, I mean winterize our RVs. All right, moving on to the bedroom. All right, so walking in, you've got a king size bed to your left. You've got your AC system in here. Each AC does have an independent thermostat. You can run all of them, you can run some of them, you can run none of them, and each have their own temperature. Above the bed here, you've got lots of lighting, and then you've got airflow coming from both side windows. You've got shelving on both sides, as well as USB and 110 on both sides. Right up here, you don't have to have long cords run from the ground as you do with most others. Your lights here, both of these are going to be touch, and then you can aim where you want the light. Coming over here, you've got a dresser, your some more lighting with the windows, and then your TV. Montana does box in their TVs with a solid box. I've seen some others that attempt to box them in. It helps me give a nicer appearance. It helps keep the cords contained, everything behind it. I've seen some and they're just plain out flimsy. I wouldn't dare knock on them, but I have no problem with this one. Coming here to the closet, you've got 2 sliding doors. You've got plenty of space for any kind of shoes, lots of hanging space. You've even got 110 ports, and then you've got this nice laundry hamper style drawer. And here is where you're going to have your washer dryer hookups. So you've got a couple options with this. The way it's designed right now, it's got a shelf, it's got the clothing rod, and then it's got everything down here. So you could do a variety of options. You could put of course you can do no washer dryer at all if you just wanted to utilize the space. You can always take the shelf out if you wanted to utilize that space with more open area, more closed storage. You could also put in a all-in-one, a combo washer dryer, so you do not have to remove that shelf, but you still can take advantage of washing your clothes. Or if you wanted to do the stackable washer dryer, we simply remove that shelf and get you a stackable washer dryer put in there. All right, I do believe I have gone over most of everything with this Montana here. I might have skipped over some of our typical Keystone exclusive features. If you have any questions about those, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can reach me at 830-385-2474. And if you are interested in purchasing a model like this one or similar to this one, or not at all like this one, but you really want a Keystone because you want that quality in your backyard, then give me a shout. Again, that's Allie at 830-385-2474.